Teacher Appreciation Week doesn't exactly make me feel appreciated. It makes me kind of feel managed. And I've seen this from both sides, from the classroom and from administration. And so I'm going to say a few things today that's probably going to get me into a little bit of trouble. But if you're a teacher, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about, because you have felt these exact same things, even if you didn't say them out loud. In this video, I'm going to show you why Teacher Appreciation Week keeps missing the point, what actually is happening to teachers right now, and what real teacher appreciation ought to look like. But before I get into that, I want to share with you the most bizarre teacher appreciation story I think I've ever heard in my entire life. One year, this school decided that they were going to go all out for Teacher Appreciation Day, and so they put together a bag for every teacher, and even the staff members. They included them as well. And inside the bag was nachos, salsa, and queso, and a pack of taco seasoning. And on the front of the bag, you know what they wrote? With all these big letters, it said, "You are a nacho average teacher." And I want you to think about that. That's what we've decided that teacher dedication is worth. Taco seasoning. I want you to know that that stings, and it stings pretty bad. And here's 3 reasons why. Number 1 week can't undo 52 other weeks. And what I mean by that is that 1 week of gift bags and pizza parties doesn't undo the 52 weeks of being left out of every single decision that affects you in the classroom. I mean, you think about it. Nobody ever asked you what you think about the new district initiative that's going to add hours to your day and hours to your work week. Nobody cares to ask you what you think about the discipline policy or how things are going to go as it relates to classroom management down through the years. Nobody ever pulled you into a room and said, "Hey, this is where the decisions get made, and we really want to know what you think about it." Nobody ever did that. But on Tuesday of Teacher Appreciation Week, they want to know, do you want grilled chicken or do you want pepperoni? And I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like teacher appreciation to me. What it seems like damage control. Number 2, the generic praise that we hear, it's all noise. And here's what I mean. You hear things like, "You're all amazing," or "You all change lives every day. You do the greatest work ever." And I always wanted to stand up and say, okay, which teacher are you talking about? Which life actually got changed? What is it that I actually did that you saw? Because here's what I know about teachers, and I mean every single teacher that's watching this right now. Teachers want to be seen, and we want to be heard. We do not want to be swept up into a group hug that's technically about everybody, but specifically about no one. There is a huge, massive difference between teachers are great and I noticed what you did, I saw it, and it mattered. As a matter of fact, you matter. One of those is a banner that you hang up in the hallway that says Teacher Appreciation, and the other is what teacher appreciation actually looks like. And number 3 is a pizza party that starts at mile 20. May is the absolute last stretch of the school year. It's when teachers are running on fumes. We're counting down the days. We're anxious just like the kids are. We're grading papers like nuts. We're changing the grade book every other time that we're turning around, and we're trying to hold everything together with coffee and stubbornness. And that's when they decide that they want to throw a party. It's like handing somebody a granola bar on mile 20 of a marathon and calling it a nutrition plan. It's not enough. It's never been enough. It's never going to be enough. And what I think is I think deep down inside, I think everybody knows that it's not enough. So here's what I found out. And I just want to share a few things with you that I learned. And I could be wrong about all this. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe it's just really, it's all about me. But here's what's actually happening to teachers in America right now. Number 1, the pay gap is at a record high. According to the Economic Policy Institute, teachers earn 26.9% less on every single dollar compared to other professionals with the exact same level of education. That's a record high. That's the worst gap in teacher pay compared to other professionals that's ever existed in the history of the world. And they think that a bag of nachos is going to fix that? I don't think so. Number 2, 94% of teachers spend their own personal money to try to stock their classrooms. And that's on top of a salary that's already 27% below where it ought to be. And then they want to give us nachos and call it even? Are you kidding me? And number 3, the average teacher works 10 to 15 hours per week beyond their contracted hours. Every single week, completely unpaid. That's like having a part-time job on top of a regular job, except the part-time job, they're working for free. And they want to give us taco seasonings? You gotta be kidding me. And number 4, 53% of teachers are burned out. That's more than half of America's teachers, and that's twice the rate of every other profession in America. So maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe it's not a me thing. I don't know what it is. But here's what I do know is that this is a documented, systemic, unsustainable crisis. And what do we get for it? Queso and taco seasoning. Now, if you're anything like me, those numbers are not surprising and they're not abstract to you because that's how you feel on Tuesday. That's how you feel Sunday night when you get the Sunday scaries because all you can think about is the week of work that's ahead of you. So I want to put something in your hands so that you don't leave this video without some sort of help. And the good news is it's free, it's 100% free, and it's always free. It's my Teach Without Burnout guide, and it walks you through a coaching framework with 5 specific strategies to help you either avoid burnout or to get out of the pit of burnout that you're already in. And you can grab it right down in the description box, or you can catch it right there at the QR code. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you get it, okay? All right, let's get back to it. I want to take just a few moments and I want to share with you what teachers actually need. And I want you to know that it ain't nachos. And I want to be honest with you about something because I really got to confess something to you. And I'm not very proud of it. But for the last 7 years, I have served my school as the dean of students. And again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to confess because at one point I became the toxic employee that nobody wants to have on their campus. I was the most toxic employee that you have ever seen in your entire life. And I got to be honest, I was angry. I was angry at the system. I was angry at the expectations. I was angry that nobody could see how much I was working, how much I was pouring into the organization, and just how little was actually coming back to me. But here's what I know now that I did not understand then. The reason why all this stuff was happening, the reason why I was angry, the reason why I became toxic is because I had stopped guarding my heart, meaning the inner being, my inner person. I had just completely overlooked it. And what happened was I let all the work come in and take over my entire life. I didn't have any boundaries. I didn't have a finish line. I didn't know when enough was enough. And you know what? When you don't have a finish line and you don't know when is enough, you cannot pace yourself. And so what you end up doing is you just keep working and running and you keep going until something breaks. And that's exactly what happened to me. I woke up one time 4 years ago, my entire face was paralyzed. I thought I had a stroke. My wife thought I had a stroke. My kids at school thought I had a stroke. Thank the Lord I did not have a stroke. But what my doctor did say to me, he looked at me and he said, John, he said, if you don't do something about your stress is going to do something about you. And I want you to think about this for just a minute. And maybe this is you or a situation similar to that. But think about the teacher that's sitting in the car. It's 6 o'clock at night. There's papers on the seat next to them. They're piled up high and you haven't had anything to eat since 7 o'clock in the morning. And you keep having this reoccurring thought. And the thought is, how in the world am I going to keep doing this? Is this even possible? And when you get to this point in life, you're not just tired. You're exhausted. You're angry. You're frustrated and you're missing out on the most important parts of your life. And nobody, and I do mean nobody, ever told you what I'm about to tell you. But I'm going to tell you anyway. At Teacher Talk, we're a faith-forward organization, and our core verse is Proverbs chapter 4, verse number 23. And it says this, above all else, guard your heart, for from it flow the issues of life. And I want you to key in on that phrase, above all else. It means of first importance. And it doesn't say above the lesson plan. It doesn't say above standardized data. It doesn't say above the parent email that's in your inbox right now. It says above all else, of first importance, take care of the inner being, the person that's you on the inside. Because here's what that verse teaches us that the system never will. Everything that flows out of you in the classroom, your patience, your creativity, your compassion, your ability to care for students, all of that flows directly from your heart. It flows from who you are. And if you have an empty heart because it's been slowly drained by years of being under-resourced, under-respected, underpaid, and completely overworked, then you don't have anything left to give. And you know what? A bag of nachos It won't fix that. And if all that resonates with you, and if you're the teacher who's running on empty, you're coasting in on fumes, and you're wondering if it's actually possible to make it another day, I want to have a real conversation with you. I want to invite you to book a discovery call with me. You can get the link to my calendar. It's right down there in the description box, or you can get it to QR code on the screen. I want you to come find out what it looks like to not just survive teaching, but to actually be able to thrive while you are teaching. So what does teacher appreciation actually look like? Well, in 2021, Teachers of the Year from 7 different states got together to write an article. And the title of the article was Flowers, Mugs, We're Looking for Something More. And here are the things that teachers say that they are looking for. Number 1, to be included in education decisions. They didn't ask for better snacks. They didn't ask for more pizza. They didn't ask for a bigger cookout. They asked to have a seat at the table, a voice in the room where things actually get decided. Number 2, teachers want specific personal acknowledgments. They don't want banners in the hallway. They don't want posters up on the wall. They want a real conversation, one that says, I saw you, I noticed what you did, and I want you to know that it mattered, and I want you to know that you matter too. Number 3, teachers want year-round backup from their administration. They want a parent culture that partners with us instead of coming after us. They want a community that shows up and supports the work of the school and doesn't just sit on Facebook and put up posts and hashtags about Teacher Appreciation Week. But do you know what teachers said was the single most important thing to them for Teacher Appreciation Week? It's number 4, early dismissal. The ability to go home, to be a person, to spend time with the people that they love, and to enjoy their life for a single afternoon. That's what teachers want. That's what real appreciation looks like. And the thing about teacher appreciation, it's not just a week on the calendar. It's a culture that has to be developed and maintained with intentionality. And until the people that are above us, who are in charge, understand that, the nachos, the cookouts, the hot dogs, the pizza, it's never going to get it right. It's never going to land the way they think. So if you don't mind, I'd like to talk about you for just a minute. And the first thing that I want you to know is that you don't have to fake gratitude on Teacher Appreciation Week when it's a week that's not even designed with you in mind. You're not obligated to pretend like nacho baskets, pizzas, and cookouts actually fix the problems. The fact that you show up burned out, underpaid, 10 to 15 hours a week over your contract, running on caffeine and calling, that's not weakness. That's what it means actually to be a teacher. But here's the thing, and I don't want you to miss this. Having a calling doesn't mean that you have to be a martyr. And guarding your heart, that's not selfishness. That's wisdom and sustainability. It's how you stay in this game long enough to do what you were put here to do. And if you're anything like me and like most teachers, you don't know when enough is enough. And that's why I created a practical coaching framework for you, for teachers, that it was developed out of my own personal burnout. And I want to invite you to check out The Power of Enough. It's a coaching resource, and the link is right there in the description box, or you can get it at the QR code right there on the screen. Either way, just jump in and get it. And here's the reason why, because I want you to know that you are enough right now, just the way you are. But you need to learn the power of enough today, not when the system gets caught up, not when your paycheck gets caught up, not when somebody decides to give you taco seasoning and nachos, but you need to learn the power of enough right now, today. So grab it right there at the QR code. Now, I want to go out on a limb and say that some of you see yourself today for the very first time, and you feel understood, and you're saying to yourself, yeah, that's me. I'm the teacher in the car. I'm the teacher in the parking lot. I'm the teacher that's struggling, running on fumes, and I don't know how much longer I can keep this going. And it just happened to occur to me that after you've heard all this, that maybe you just want to quit. And if that's you, if you want to quit, I want you to know that you can quit, but you can quit without having to quit your job and without having to quit teaching. And if you're interested to learn how I did that, then you need to watch this video right here, right up there. Go ahead and click it and watch it, because I want you to know that there is hope, that you can do this. And I want this for you more than you could ever know. So stay strong and keep teaching.